What's up guys, Simon here. Today I want to discuss the 10 habits you have to be successful in business and in life. But before we get into that, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions, and let's get into this. These are the habits I learned after opening several businesses, having different ventures, failing, not giving up. I never had a mentor, and when I was growing up, there was no YouTube or Instagram where you could follow someone that is successful giving you advice such as I'm doing here. The first thing I want to address, which is actually the most important in any successful story or with any winner out there, is having the right mindset. Having the right mindset is your number one goal to have a successful life in both business and your personal endeavors. It is essential to everything you want achieved and everything you do, including something as small as having a great weekend to taking a company to that multi-million-dollar level. The right mindset going into any meeting, event, business discussion, project means that you can conquer your fear and have the best chances of winning or achieving the goal that you desire. If you don't have the mindset, you are likely to lose. Let's go into what it takes to have a mindset to win and to not allow failure in. 1, waking up early. You need to wake up early to start the day early. It is essential to be ahead of everything than to be behind everything. You want to be proactive versus reactive. I wake up from 4 to 5 a.m. every morning. That's the standard I set for myself. It gives me a buffer before my kids wake up to do a lot of different activities, working out, going over yesterday's notes, having my mindset right, preparing myself for a specific meeting, you name it. Waking up early is essential to success in everything that you do, but essentially for a good mind. My alarm is set at 4:45 a.m. By 5 o'clock, I like to be in my home gym, which is actually in my YouTube channel, so check out that gym review video. Exercising in the morning is a lot better for your mind and body than exercising at night. When you work out in the morning, you also not only mentally prepare, but you physically prepare. And right after, you take a shower, so you could dress better and feel better. So you are already ahead of the game. Waking up early also enables you not only to catch up with work or go over your previous tasks, but it allows you to prepare a healthier meal, which your body will appreciate. The better you eat in the morning, the better you will feel throughout the day. Another tip for being successful is always get yourself presentable. Even if you're working from home, look like you're going to an event. That shows that you take care of yourself, and there's confidence that you will also realize when you are ready for the day and you're looking your best. Do not live in the past. Whatever you do, you have to let the past be the past. You have to move on. It could be a tragic event, a past girlfriend, a bad business deal, you name it. It's in the past. You have to let that go. And if you don't, it's going to haunt you for everything you do later on. If that is in the back of your mind as a fail, you're probably going to fail in the next step. Move on and move fast. This is where a lot of people struggle to be successful, is because they're living in the past. And oftentimes the past could be a negative experience. For example, in breakups, people only remember the positive side of someone, but they don't remember the negative side, and they compare that to the next relationship. Financially, if you are afraid to make a deal or you lost a lot of money in a particular investment, you will never move forward if you look at that new investment the same way what you've experienced in the past. So get rid of those negative thoughts, get rid of the past. Focus on what you could control in the future and in the present. Always look forward, not backward. Forward, not backward. Feeling guilty. This is another one that really bugs people and makes them or prevents them from moving forward. When you feel guilty, you hesitate to make a decision, or you make a potentially bad move that is not good for you or your family because you're worried about someone else's feelings. Feeling guilty is going to hold you back. Make sure you do not allow it to control your decisions. An example would be you feel guilty to fire one of your employees that you know is not producing. You feel guilty because they may have a family, or they may be a good friend of yours in the workforce, or you'll miss them and you're having personal guilt. But if you feel guilty and that person is not contributing to the growth of your business or your company is losing money. Your company losing money is your family losing money, or potentially someone else is not getting the reward that they deserve or a raise that they deserve because you can't afford to pay everyone. So don't let guilt in the workforce prevent you from making good decisions.
You're fired.
In a relationship or a personal matter, you may have a girlfriend that you know you see no future with. You don't want to break up that relationship because you feel guilty that you would hurt that person. You're not doing yourself or that person justice if you don't see a future with them. You're only keeping it together because of an unknown fear of guilt. Guilt will make you waste time, so don't let it waste your time or anyone else's. Another point is being well-rounded. This is point number 5, being well-rounded versus being skilled at one thing. I'm not particularly great at any one skill, and there are many people in the world that are smarter than I am, that are quicker, faster, better decision makers, and so forth. There are certainly a lot more people that are more personable than me. However, I pride myself on being able to do a lot of different things, ready to move to a different direction should that be required. If you wish to be successful in life, you have to adapt to all the changes that are given by your leaders in the country, by the situation, the weather, whatever it may be. There are things you can't control, so you could only control how you adapt to something. Expand your skill set so you can move on to any position necessary, up and down, depending on the situation. Point number 6. Be fearless and be confident. This one is a point that a lot of people struggle with, including my young self. Being confident is extremely hard. It takes years of practice and mental stability. To have that mindset, to know that you're going to get in there and kill it, is very difficult and takes a lot of time. So be patient with yourself. I was a small kid in high school and got bullied a lot. Being raised in the city of San Francisco as an inner city kid, I was able to adapt to a lot of different situations and challenges that were presented from the neighborhood kids and so forth. Once I started to learn how to fight through martial arts, etc., my confidence grew. I felt that I could take care of myself in any given situation. Your confidence can come from anything. It could be even from assuring yourself through repetition, through achieving certain goals. But at the end, you really need to make sure that you can withstand or withhold any type of situation, whether it's a physical threat, a financial threat, a job loss, etc. Prepare your mind state to be able to be both mentally and physically ready for any challenge that comes.
How would I describe myself? 3 words. Hardworking, alpha male, jackhammer.
I also did video on rewarding yourself, how that grows your confidence, as well as how it reassures you to do better again and again. So if you have a moment after this video, check that one out. Point number 7, be the hardest worker in the room. Whether you're hired and work for someone else, always be the guy that stays 5 minutes after and arrives 5 minutes before. Ask your boss if there's anything else that you could do before you head home. Bosses and business owners know that you are working harder. They see when a person is trying or when a person is there to clock in and clock out. If you want to climb the ladder and make more money and push yourself to the next level, you need to do more. While others were partying, I focused on making money, becoming somebody, or doing something for my family financially. Be the hardest worker out of your group, but also surround yourself with achievers. This way you challenge each other and compete to do better individually and together. Never give up. Guys, I can't stress this one enough. Never give up. This is point number 8. It's one of my biggest regrets. I was in high school. I was about 5'5", made the basketball team as a point guard. Our high school had 3,000 students. There was a lot of talent. I surprised a lot of people, but I was good at basketball because that's all I did when I was out. I worked my butt off for the grades. I finally hit a 2.0. I didn't get my jersey to play. So I said, screw it. I quit the team. It was too much of a demand. I didn't have the work ethic or the focus or the confidence. So I quit. To this day, I regret quitting. I wish I stuck it through and saw saw what could happen, whether I get to play or not play, whether I get to start or not start. And I wish I had someone there telling me to keep going, and I didn't. And that was my biggest regret. And if you quit on something, it will be a regret that will drag on forever. This goes back to not living in the past, but if you do have experiences like this where they're negative in the past, use them towards the future to never make that mistake again. In my businesses, there's been so many times where I lost money, wanted to quit. I was brought to tears. I didn't know what to do, and I'm glad I did not quit. Had I given up on anything that I was doing like I did in high school, I would not be in the position that I am today. By the way, I am a pretty good basketball player. Rule number 9, guys, have multiple income streams if you want to be successful financially. In order to become successful, you have to diversify your money and your income streams. One day, one stream may be affected. You're still generating money from the other income that you have coming. And by doing so, you still have money coming in during pandemics and recessions, and you're still able to make solid decisions. I have income coming from rental properties, side hustles, businesses. If a competitor tries to take me out or my supplier raises the price or goes out of business, I still have money coming in from other businesses. I've seen one of my businesses go from $10 million a year in sales to a couple million just this year alone in several months. And the reason I'm not frightened is because I do a lot of different things. The ultra wealthy don't have one income. They never do. They're always diversified in investment, and you have to be as well. Lastly, family over everything. I've known so many people that have built their wealth, but because they can't maintain their family values or their family, they end up getting a divorce, losing half. It's a mess. Family over everything, including over your business. If you have a good foundation of a family, you're likely to make more money because your partner will want to follow you and make more money. Everything you do is for your family, and everything you earn will eventually go to your family. Having stability in your home is essential. So guys, these were my 10 top things to make sure that you're successful in business and in life. Some of the experiences I've had over the past years to grow into $1 million net worth, and something I like sharing with you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. As always, hit that like button for this video, and please subscribe if you like what you heard. It motivates me to keep doing videos like this. I don't gain much from these videos except a therapy session, and I do like to see you guys comment, and what I love the most is seeing that I help someone else out. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate your guys' time. See you in the next video.